Hey guys, so for tonight's feature, we're gonna do a whole block here because this block has a lot of stuff going on it. This is 82nd Street between Narrows and Colonial. As you can see, the whole block is lit up. This is a very lit block. And we'll take a look at each house. So first house here, we have these. We have a really nice nativity here. Actually, let's show that nativity. Got a nice nativity right there. Mary Joseph, and it looks like the angel. And then, of course, this house has some of the wreaths on the windows, and these two big wooden soldiers standing guard at the stairs. So this is the first house. We're about to get into some really bright lights in a second, so let me get back out in the street so you guys can see. You got that house across the street. Take a quick look at that. But yeah, so this is the first house here. Here's the second house. So this second house is interesting. They've got lights on the sidewalk to color off, to pretty much splash that green onto the wall. This is amazing right here. I actually like that. That's actually a good idea. That is actually a really good idea. And then if you look up at the house here, you can see the way they have the light scheme. They got the two soldiers right here. I could see a lot of people taking pictures over here. Now, right now, there's a whole busload of people that just got off around the corner. They're probably going down the block on the next block. So the next block, just so you know, on the next block, there is that house that I featured with all the blue lights. Is pretty much on the other side of these homes. So I'm pretty sure they'll be coming over here once they're finished over there. Well, let's get closer again. I want to give you guys a look at the whole house here, but you could pretty much see all of the lights. And these are the floodlights. They got like these green floodlights splashing the wall here. So let's go back into the street and give you one look at this house again. This is a nice house too. But we're not done yet. We still got a few more. So this is going to be a little bit longer than our normal features. So we were over there. We're over here now, and now we're going to come over here. So let's see what's over here. So this house over here has got a lot of red and blue. A little patriotic going on here. You got red, white, and blue here. So this whole block is like, got the red, white, and the blue going. This is amazing. Very nice color scheme. Looks they have a soldier right there above the garage up there. And they got this tree that's lit up pretty much halfway. It looks like all the trees on the block are lit up halfway. And now this house right here has a lot of moving soldiers. I'll show you in a second. I'm gonna have to go out into the street to show you, but well, let's get closer. You can see them up there. So you see them up there? They're all in a line. And then you got this nice red wreath with the blue lights. Now I'm going to back out into the street so you can see what I'm talking about with the soldiers. The car's in the way in a second. Let me just get out of the way of the car, and there you go. So you can see those soldiers are all lined up. That is really cool. And they do move, and their eyes blink, and all that good stuff. Alright, so now you have this house over here that's well lit up. Right next to this tree, you can see this house. It's got all the white lights. See if I can get a better look here. There you go. See all the white lights lining this house. And then the next house we're going to look at in a second is going to have, you're going to see a lot of stuff. So that's going to be after this one. We'll walk right through these trees. There we go. Alright guys, here you go. This is this is the house. We were here last year. So this is the biggest. Well, it's hard to say which one's the biggest house. I think all the homes are big here as far as the light displays. It really is a matter of the scheme you want to look at. This is the home. I remember last year we looked at this. It's got the cardinals inside the tree. You see all those red things? Those are cardinals. I guess that's like a diamond ring in front of us. And then you got this tree that's lit up pretty high. They got pretty high up on this one. Look at this. Look how high that goes up. It's up pretty high. Ain't that cool? So, and then let's pan back down and just give a good look. This is a real. I'm trying to get a really good picture I might use for my thumbnail. That's really nice. Now let's get a closer look here. Let's go back to the front of the house. And again, I am on 82nd Street. I am on 82nd Street. Between Narrows and Colonial. It's 82nd between Narrows and Colonial. Got the stairs lit up here. Be very hard to trip going up the stairs in this house. And you got this tree is lit up. You got the garden. So we continue to show some nice homes in Bay Ridge. We still got a couple more we're going to show here. So stay tuned. Here comes the crowds. Here comes all the people. You got the Christmas tree over there. And then we'll just back up over here. There you go. Look at this whole block. This whole block is lit up. And then there's a couple more down here we'll look at. You got one right over here. This house is all lit up with white lights all the way around. We are here on 82nd Street. I'll show you guys one more home and then we'll finish it right back over here. Let me just get over here. You got this home right here with the green and the red. Take a look at it. I'm trying to get all the homes in on 82nd Street. This is a nice home right here. See, Bay Ridge is definitely represented again this year in 2024. So there you go. We will take a nice little walk up here to end it. As the tourists from out of town or out of country are now they're moving on from the first house. The big group is moving ahead to go see the other homes. And again, if you want to come down here in Bay Ridge, this is on 82nd Street between Narrows and the Colonial. What I'm going to do is get across the street and give you guys one nice pass going up the block, and we'll end it. We'll just keep the camera aimed this way. Just amazing homes. And just like I said earlier, on the other side of these homes is one of the homes I featured last week with all the big blue lights. That home with the big blue lights. That home, that block is on the next one over. So 81st and 82nd Street in Bay Ridge between Narrows and Colonial. This is like the equivalent of Dyker Heights, 83rd and 84th Street. You know, when you're in my neighborhood in Dyker Heights, you know, 83rd and 84th is the big streets. And it looks like 81st and 82nd Street is becoming the big streets in Bay Ridge. I mean, it's just well lit up here. All right, guys. I think we're going to end it right here in front of this house. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It's actually almost 15 minutes of walking here on one block. One of our longer features. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy this. Take care, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.